Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at the Warrnambool Turf Club with Peter Morganti. Peter, how's things going?
Good, Darren. Actually, we're in the ticket box. We were here once before.
Open the window and see if we can get some cash.
Well, I reckon in a month's time this might be a busy little spot when the May races kick off, which
It'd be funny if someone knocks at the door and wants a ticket.
Give them an old one here that we just used.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Yeah.
Well, let's wind the clock back to last week, Pete, and go through the last week's runners.
Yep. I was at Terang, and while we did mention it briefly about Ransom Money running, we didn't actually get a chance to mention that he won, and the owner's pockets are full with the voters' money.
Yeah, it's a really good win too, so congratulations to all involved. I know some of the owners might have been a bit disappointed after Mooney Valley run, but we felt that he just needed more ground, Pete, and that's the way it turned out. And he beat a nice little field there at Terang, and isn't it amazing? You go and win a maiden at Terang and you walk home with $33,400 with all the Vobis pluses. And that's just amazing and shows just how good Vobis is.
Yeah, it's as much as what the Terang Cup winner will take home in a week's time. So, brilliant result.
Yeah, more Vobis horses.
Yeah, we've had a good run with the Vobis. Broadway first at Mildura Cup, picked up a bit.
Yeah, two $20,000 gold bonuses in the month of March. So it's a really good system because that means that horse, you know, is pretty much paid for himself now, and he's in good form, and it won't be the last race that horse wins.
No, and he jumps into another Vobis race potentially next Wednesday at Sandown over a mile, I think it is. So, exciting times for that lot of owners.
No, well done, guys.
And Jack Hill, good little ride, Jack.
Yeah, good on you, Jack. Great time you rode a winner for us. 1 from 42.
2. Himothy Joe.
2 from 43.
Next day we had Caranganair first up, and he was terrific.
Well, this is
third.
Third, so this is a Benalla, third on a wet track.
Yeah.
Beaten half a length.
Yep.
2 more strides wins.
Yeah, well, he just fought like a cage lion. I thought he was going to win 100 out, but
full brother to the Blue Diamond winner Catchy.
Yeah.
Should be able to win.
Well, I think they're pretty confident now.
I reckon they got him right.
Yeah.
Gelded.
Yep, they were, wherever it was, I just can't remember now, but they decided to give him another 6 days and go to Ballarat
next Sunday.
So it'd be hard to beat, I think.
Well, he's got a bit of pressure, this horse, being Catchy's older brother and by Fastnet Rock, so there's a lot of expectations on this horse. It looks like he's back in town in a big way, and hopefully he's been listening to his little sister, and
got a few tips.
He can improve.
And I think the biggest thing out of that, there was no wind noise issues reported from Mark Pegas, so that's probably the best thing out of it. We then move on to Dubai, where it never rains in the desert, Darren.
Yes, the annual rainfall in Dubai is about 40 mil over 2 days a year. The time I was there, which was 3 days, they had about 4 years rain. I've got some photos there which we might pop up at the end, Pete, but at one stage we'll drive along a freeway in a taxi and the water was to the top of the tyres, and the early mail on the Saturday morning of the race was that they would call the races off from the steward's office, that there would be no racing. Then there was another meeting and they waited till after lunch, and then they decided what they might do is move the turf races onto the dirt. But then there was some issue with that, particularly over the 2 mile race, and because the dirt track's inside the turf. And then they decided, well, the turf races are only the support card, so we'll go ahead. And the track was safe, but it had to be, I don't know, must have been heavy 15.
Well, you could see how far they were going into the ground,
So, you know, like that.
I mean, it wasn't as if it was muddy, the turf, but it was just like quicksand, wasn't it?
Well, Tony Martin walked out onto the track, and when he stepped off the concrete onto the grass, he said his foot just went straight down, and he's not a heavy man, so if I went out there, I would have went up to my neck.
Thank God I wasn't there.
It was quicksand, basically. Anyway, look, the horse did no good. We knew that before they started. Joe Moreira said he never handled it, never went a yard, and no stride was the same. And he eased him out of the race in the straight when he couldn't win. But look, apart from that, we had a really good weekend there with the guys. There was 14 of us from Australia and 10 from Ireland and 10 from the US, so it was a big team. And sunk a few quiet ones.
The Irish boys made an interview before the race too.
Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing right next to him when he was doing that, and they didn't have a wide camera. So
it was a funny comment.
I was out of shot.
Are you here just to win? He goes, just to win? We're here to win.
Well, the trainer was very confident before the race, but just the track, it killed us, and I've never seen rain like it, and that's probably what Queensland's getting now, right, with Cyclone Debbie or the remnants of. So, look, it was a great weekend. It's great racing. Thoroughbred, won the race. He was a horse that just before Christmas we were so close to getting a contract signed to buy him for the Melbourne Cup, and it fell through at the last minute on their side. They changed their mind on selling him. Obviously, he's a superstar.
Absolutely.
And it was a privilege to have a look at Arrogate win the World Cup. For those who watched the race, he couldn't win at the halfway mark. He was back second last. Big, strong horse, Pete. Big flat head.
Yeah.
Pastons as long as yours.
Unreal.
Really slack on him. He's not the type that you'd be running out to buy.
Yeah.
He's just a freak. And
got a motor.
He's in a class of his own. So.
What's yours? Arrogate Winks. Never going to happen, but geez. Two good horses.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't line them up. No. I mean, at the end of the day, both horses are superstars. I suppose if you had one on dirt and one on turf, you'd find out. But at this stage, I mean, we're privileged to see those sort of horses race.
What does this do for the Heartbreak City's plans, or is it sort of up in the air at the moment?
Well, he goes back to Ireland now for a let-up. We need to regroup now because obviously we did no good there. And they come into summer over there, so Tony will give me a call on the weekend, and we'll just work out how we go forward from here and how we set him up to be in that form he was in last year coming into Melbourne.
Excellent. Sunday I went to Archie Alexander's Open Day, which was good. Archie got a few people there. We've seen the Piero colt, who is now called Connery. Nickname in the stable is Sean, so well done to someone who's had the thinking cap on there. So Connery, very racy name, I reckon. I wanted 007, but Connery will do, won't it?
Very good.
Then I went and watched Tennessee Gold run a brave little second.
Was a good run. Looked the winner there for a while.
Sat outside the leader.
But the one behind her just had a suck run and just burst through, and she couldn't match motors in the end. But she's consistent with our winning. So she'll go back over a mile again. Blinkers will go on, and that's what the jocks have said the last couple of starts. So hopefully they just find that half a length we need. Yeah,
well, when she got into the straight, instead of having the ability to kick a length, she could just grind away, and she got rid of the leader, but then was a sitting duck for the winner. So
I think once she gets out of 2,000, she might find another gear. But I just want to see her with the blinkers on first.
But she's definitely improved, hasn't she? Like, she's gone from we're going to win a maiden. What are we going to win after that? But she can definitely win a 64,
And like Darren, we said, she'll be better next prep.
We're going good, bad, good, and then we go bad. Dusseldorf, Germany
on when was that? Sunday night. He ran last there first up over, was it 2,400?
21, I think it was,
Yeah, he ran last there. They were very disappointed. They thought he'd figure in the finish, but he didn't go a yard. So the old horses at the crossroads. He may well have one more start for us before we sell him on to a small trainer in Germany, but I know the trainer was disappointed.
Claimers, I thought that was associated with harness racing. But
they have claimers over there. The idea there is you win a race, you get the prize money, and then someone claims him for over the odds. So that might be a good way out.
Options there, maybe. We stay international. Now, we've all got a smile on our face after watching Tiberium went first up for us at St Cloud in France.
That was a very good race. He did really well, that horse. We obviously only bought him over the Christmas period, and the plan was to, he's a potential Melbourne Cup horse, whether that be this year or next year. But he's a horse. He's only, I know he's 5 by our books, but he's only 4. He's only lightly raced. He was going into that race on a soft track that he doesn't like. He's a firm track horse, and he was going in there basically underdone with plenty of upside. And it was only a small field of 5, but the favourite, the even money favourite, was owned by Godolphin. It had run in the Arc de Triomphe, had plenty of ability, and it was the one favoured to win. We were hoping to run close second to it. As it turned out, we led and had a nice run, and then when he came up and challenged us, the favourite, we were able to kick clear by 3 lengths.
Yeah.
Showed a nice turn of foot, and the trainer was over the moon, as was the jockey. Just couldn't believe he was able to do that first up over 2400 off the break. So he's right on track, and there's a program there laid out in France in front of us. We need to win a Group 3 or a Group 2, and he makes the field. Yeah. So we're one step away.
Yeah.
And
one step away, and probably one step ahead in a way.
Yeah, well, we are. So we just need to get that. We just need to get that race, because he's passed all the qualified conditions. It's just a matter of winning that better race now to get the weight.
Yeah.
Because we need 53.5, 54 kilos to make sure we got a spot.
Yeah.
And then once we've achieved that, then it's just a matter of keeping the horse happy and in good order. Yeah. Taper his work off and get him ready for November.
Which they are experts at.
So congratulations to everyone that bought into that horse.
Yeah.
I had quite a few people decline on that horse, Pete, and they all rang up wanting to get in it this week, but too late, guys.
But sharp.
Anyway, look, we'll continue to work through, and there'll be another one on the horizon. We just got to keep working.
Yep. We went from there, and well, I'll mention it, but the horse didn't run, but you turned up just in time to see someone run into someone and think what bad luck they've got. 2 minutes later, late scratching, Think Babe.
Pull up at the race course yesterday at Sandown to watch Think Babe, a bit of a money favourite, sitting in the car. Watch this big ute back out straight into another car, and the driver was Daniel Stackhouse. I don't know what a little jockey's doing driving a big truck like that.
Couldn't see over the top.
He wouldn't be able to see over the top. No wonder he backed into the other bloke. He wasn't happy, the other bloke. His Commodore was smashed. Stackhouse had a little dint in his car, and then next minute, bang, late scratching, Think Babe. Played up in the stalls, got his leg over, got a little bit of a nick on it. The stewards had no choice but to scratch. It was just one of those things, bad luck. But yeah, so I did a U-turn and drove home. So that was my afternoon. But frustrated, because he's a pretty good horse, and we had bigger plans for him this prep. So look, main thing is he's right, and you might see him at Caulfield in a couple of weeks.
Yep. As we said, we're here at Warrnambool, and we come here with reasonable expectations that Heavy G Joe, or Meiji Joe, would run well, and after a nice run in transit, she was a bit disappointing.
Opened $7.50, came into $3 late. Yeah. Money left in the bag there. Had the run of the race. Got a little check there on the corner, Dean said, and that she didn't appreciate apparently. But the run she had, she was entitled to finish off, and she didn't really finish off. I think she ran 6th. I'm not really sure, because Sandown, we put it down to the hard track. Today it's soft. We thought she'd be right in the race, so I don't know. I don't know whether she's not having a go, or whether the 1600-1700 might be just too far for her and she's better fresh. So I'm glad I'm not the trainer. He's got to figure that bit out.
Yeah, I just seen him walk by, so I might go and have a chat to him. Yeah, so yeah, it's disappointing because the first 3 runs were terrific, and you would have just thought that she'd train on, but
she hasn't.
Has not.
Don't know why.
No. That's why, like you said, we'll go to the trainer. That's it. That's our runners we've had.
2 winners, good work.
Yeah, so yeah, a couple of good results. We'll move on. We've got nothing till Saturday, and we've got probably the most informed horse in our stable in Broadway First.
Yeah, we'll go to
another Lotus race too.
Bendigo standalone.
Benchmark 78.13.
Yep, 13.
Yeah, 1300. Sorry.
Barrier.
Barrier 4, Ben Allen, close 1.5. I wrote all that in, circled it.
Very good.
So he actually, he's a 678 rider, gets in with 58.5. So on his form, he's well weighted considering he won a Mildura Cup last start.
Well, without seeing the field, he's got to be a top 3 chance.
Oh, easy. Look,
do you think he'll win today?
He's a top 3 chance, Darren. he's in terrific form, and yeah, from 4 he's going to get a nice run, you would think. Yep. And he's won at Bendigo.
He loves the track.
Yeah, so all things equal...
he just needs colour.
Yeah.
And he'll be right.
Young Benny Allen can do that. We're half a chance, and it's raining as we speak now. It must be May races around the corner. Doomben, speaking of rain, we probably won't be running at Doomben.
Well, they called him off yesterday with Red Handle, and they're probably going to call him off Saturday with Guestavon, given the fact they've had 400 mils today, and there's another 300 due.
I can't imagine. That's 400. Look, that's hard to imagine.
I just saw some photos on Twitter of a road, where a bridge is, and it looks like the middle of the Murray. Well, it's bigger than the Murray River. It's like the Horsery River. Looks 500 metres across.
Unbelievable.
There's going to be some significant damage up there, unfortunately. But that's a remnant of that cyclone, and I would say we're not expecting to see any racing in Queensland for a week.
It's a shame because it's been hard for Matthew Dunn to get some sort of continuity in the guest of honour, and I think he knows he's going well, but the poor bugger hasn't been able to get him on the racetrack to prove it. So.
No, it's no good. So we're just going to have to be patient and wait.
Yep.
And that whole Queensland lead up to the carnival is going to be hampered.
Yeah. So that's it as far as confirmed runners. Well, obviously next Wednesday we spoke Ransom Money could be going there.
Ransom Money and My Obsession to Sandown Wednesday.
So we may have to go back to Sandown against our better judgment, but
there's no other race.
No. Trials Monday, we've got obviously the owners know there for Equieto, Perugia, Tintaglia and PK.
All going to Cranbourne.
Reason behind that is Weary's just looking for some more solid trials.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, putting them on the truck and taking them for a drive and just getting them into some trials where they go hard and just get a good line on them. So sometimes these home trials, it's just a bit of a trot, canter, and he's just finding it hard to get a line on a couple, so he's taking a few down there to trial them up.
Perugia, PK, as young horses, the Triple A would be good for them.
Yeah, it'd be really good for them before their next assignment.
Yep.
So we've got a bit coming up, Pete. This Sunday, Michelle Payne's stable visit in the morning.
Ballarat in the afternoon.
And Ballarat races in the afternoon in the tea house with women's racing. So I think we've got about 40 odd going to that.
Yep.
So if there's any late starters, give us a yell for Sunday at Ballarat. And then the following weekend, we're looking at doing something up at Kyneton with Christina Jeffries for people to come and have a look at the pre-trainers that are there before we ship them into Darren Weirs. So we'll be in touch with all the relevant owners to those horses. Anyone can actually come if they want to have a look at Christina's setup and meet her and have the lunch at the winery, but the winery is capped to 40, so I think that'll fill fairly quickly.
I'll have details attached to the newsletter again if people have missed it.
And then it's Easter.
Yeah, Easter Bunny.
Easter.
Another
4 kilos.
Kids are all off tomorrow.
School holidays.
Yeah, great. It only feels like they're going back. They're going to have a circus full again.
Yeah, well, you've got enough of them.
Yeah, few of them.
You'd have more kids than horses, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know. Shh, thanks, listening. No, it's all good. Actually, just on those trials, there's Ballarat trials Tuesday. There's a few others going around, Silver Strata and a few of those. So we've actually got a lot of horses going to get to the races over the next 4 to 5 weeks.
It's going to get busy. And then it's Warrnambool.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was, someone said 5 weeks last Tuesday, so 4 weeks as we're running along.
Train Cup in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it's all happening.
Hopefully this rain for Falago. And
well, the farm's greened up, I can tell you. The grass is growing.
Certainly changed the weather.
Autumn's here.
Yeah.
Summer's gone, I think.
Yep. Just on those calendar events, we've got a couple in Warrnambool that people can reply to too. There's the ladies' luncheon that Liz is
on the Tuesday.
And Thursday is what's the name of that job?
Cup night celebration.
At the what?
Well, it's just named after the racegoers. The pickled pig.
I knew it was pig something.
They'll be all pickled. So we're going to have a dinner there on Cup night. So once again, we've only got 20 spots.
Yeah, there's a few. There's probably half a dozen or 8 bookings I've got already.
No, well, there's only 10 or 12 spots. So if you want to join us on Warrnambool Cup night, who's our chance to run in the Cup?
Well, we had him aimed there, but I can see Matthew Williams might have 1 or 2 of his horses running Meteor maybe.
Not for the Cup.
No, sorry, Cup week, maybe the day. I think he was aiming that horse for the Thursday. I don't know, the Silver Strata and the Stringer Bell. There's going to be a lot ready to go, whether we're targets them for a race here or what.
And plenty of youngs for sale, Pete.
Yeah,
plenty of tried horses for sale.
Yeah, we've been going through a few tried horses, well done to the ones that have got on board. Because,
thanks for joining us. And
good opportunity to get into horses that could potentially race this.
Ready to go. And, it's unfortunate that the circumstances change for some owners. And, they have to exit, they don't want to exit. It's not like they don't like the horse, it's just circumstances in their life change, and that's why those shares become available. Most of them don't want to sell it.
And a couple of those, they're still with us as owners, but they're
some might have to go away and come back in a year or so, but jobs are not security in today's world, and they seem to, things happen, don't they? Unfortunately for people, and the first thing to go normally is the share in a horse. You've got to keep the house.
Got to keep the house.
But anyway, our job's to look after the people and make sure that we do what we can to help them out. And we pride ourselves on that.
Yeah.
You know, heaven forbid we ever ended up in that situation, Pete.
That's right.
You better lift your game.
Yeah,
Keep your job.
I'm struggling. And just on those, obviously the tried horses, but the sales page is full of our new yearlings. And
10 yearlings, I think.
Yeah, a couple of homebreds, but all the ones we've purchased around the different sales. So
there's plenty happening. We're off to we've got the Easter sales in Sydney next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and run amok there probably. Do a bit of damage.
Do a bit of damage, and yeah, geez, before we know it, we're a third of the way through.
Warrnambool will be over. We'll be sitting here mid-May. Already started looking at where we're sending the mares.
Yep.
Already done the foaling schedule for this year. Oh my God.
I was scared when I read all that this morning because I was thinking, geez, poor no, they're on the ground and the weanlings are yearlings, the yearlings are sold. Yeah.
Wishing our life away.
It's all good fun.
It is great fun.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. We're going to go home with our tail between our legs. Not that we had a bet. Well, I didn't.
No.
4.20 into $3, Pete. You sure you didn't smash it?
I suppose a few owners found Ladbrokes.
Someone's not going to pay their rent this week.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's disappointing, but that happens. Anyway, we'll get more on her and find out what's going on, and I'm sure Darren Weir will get it sorted out. But anyway, until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Have a great week, and really looking forward to the Doncaster weekend up in Sydney. Some fantastic racing, and hopefully you can all back a winner.
Yep.